Hi everyone, welcome to the next part of this weekly planner page. This is Johanna Basford's planner and the page is from Worlds of Wonder and we're using Chromaflow pencils. Now I've been having a little look and a think actually with this page. I want to try and only use the colours that we've already used now. I don't want to go too many different colours because I think it will start to get looking like a bit of a mishmash. So I'm thinking this pink, we haven't used it anywhere else. It's very pale, but it is there, and actually it stands out a bit more with the naked eye than it does on the lens, I think. So I'm going to do this flower the same, and we have some flowers up here as well. So I can't remember how I did it, so hopefully the same or near. Anyway, so let's come in closer to this flower and start here. So the flower centre, I'm not sure whether I used just yellows. I'm just having a look at the colours I used. Yeah, I think these are the colours I used. What I've done is I've put them back in my pencil case but sort of stuck them out a little bit so I can remember. So yeah, this is the Golden Sun. I think we used it for these bits here. So we'll do a little bit of this in the bottom of the flower. The bottom of the centre of the flower, like that, and then use the sunflower for the rest. I'm pretty sure that's what we did for the other ones. There we go. Okay, I'll just put those aside. I've got so much rubbish on my desk. I was fiddling around and I found a load of stuff on the floor. So I'm trying to work out what pinks I used. I can't see. Ah, here they are. Yeah, I was fiddling around on the floor putting something away and I found a load of stuff that I dropped. Ooh, I find this thing and this thing. Got rather overexcited. This is the orchid. I'm going to use this for the centre of our flower. Yeah, it was just a few pencils. But only graphite, not even colouring pencils, but hey. When you lead such an exciting life as mine, you get excited by finding a pencil on the floor. It's a good one though, a good pencil, not just any old pencil. So I'm trying to just fade it out a bit towards the end of the petals, and then I'm going to go over it in this rose pink. And just fill in the rest. I can hear a noise. I'm trying to work out what it is, whether it's some roadworks or someone doing some gardening. It's quite sunny, so could be people in their gardens. Right, we're going to do the other flowers as well. I'm just going to do all flowers at the minute. So we've got these. We could do them blue, you see, not pink, because we've got all the blues, of course, that we've been using. But then there's a lot of blue and not a lot of pink, so I think we need some balance. So I'm actually going to, I think, just use the orchid for these and just go a little dark on the top and then just try and fade it down. I reckon someone's using some hedge trimmers or something. That's my guess. Yeah, we tried out the shower. Last Monday the shower door was turned around and I had to wait till Tuesday for the silicone to dry, and then I was busy so I didn't get time to clean it. So yesterday, which was Thursday, I know it's a bit confusing because today's Wednesday when you receive this video. Anyway, I said to her, do you want to try out the new shower? If so, go and give it a clean. And I said, me and your brother will cook tea, you can clean the shower. So he did that, cleaned it up, because there's a lot of silicone and bits and bobs, and gave it a good clean and tried it out. And unfortunately, it's still not completely watertight. Now my sister said to me, oh, mine isn't either, we just mopped the floor after. I'm like, well, I actually have an expectation that it should be watertight. Maybe I'm being too fussy. But anyway, I've written to the person who supplied it. You can just about see these other flowers. I'm just going to come out a tad. I'm going to do these in the same colour. What I'm going to do with these is I'm going to use this orchid that I've just still got on my hand to do these bits. Okay, and I'm going to do them quite dark. just like really burnish it in so it looks quite vibrant, and do that on all of them. So yeah, I've written to the person who supplied it and said, you know, it's not, and explain the whole saga. She knows most of it anyway, because I've kept her informed and involved, and see what she's actually on holiday until Monday, so we'll see what she says. Because I was just like, you know, it got turned round. This is the rose pink by 180 degrees, which is what you said it needed to be done to make it watertight. So he's done it, but then the door opened it inwards. So I'm trying to put a little more here, but because it's quite a light colour, it doesn't show up that much. But I'm going to try not to colour too much over these, because although it doesn't matter too much, these are a little bit smushy, so it might drag the colour out. Maybe I should have done that last, but never mind, I can manage. I'm sure you can too. So when he turned it round, it opened inwards, so he had to fiddle around with it to get it to open outwards. And anyway, my husband reckons it's been put in a bit wrong anyway. But even then, even if it was moved to what he thinks is right, it would still leak. So there's just a gap, and I don't really understand it, how it's been designed like that. But anyway, we'll find out. It would just, you know, just need to concentrate on the fact that we've got another one, so we're very, very lucky, because a lot of people wouldn't have that and they would be stuck, and I'm very glad that we've got another one that we can use, so we don't have to go without. We're very fortunate. I've been having some fun making a few TikToks lately. Well, last couple of days. My TikToks don't normally do that well. I usually sort of speed up a video that I've done already, or something like that. And I'm just going to find that Moonlight pen that we used. Was it this? I think it was this one. And I did remember I did the sort of dots around these. There's no sort of dots on this one, but these have got these dots, so I thought I might just use the Moonlight just to sort of make it consistent. I'm only going to fill in the big ones. So anyway, we'll see what happens. And as I say, I'm grateful that we've got one, but it just feels like, you know, you've paid all this money and it's not doing its job. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. No, sorry, I was talking about TikTok. I got carried away. Yeah, let's go into the centre here and do this branch. Now I'm thinking this brown here that we used here, we should use here for the wood as well. Was it redwood? Actually, used a bit of nutshell. What did I use that for, I wonder? I'm thinking that's a better brown for wood, for like a branch. So I'm going to use that. Did I use it there? No, I don't know where I used it. Never mind. I'm going to put it a bit more intensely on these bits where Johanna has coloured it. Put a few lines to indicate it should be a little bit darker. Like that. And a little bit, maybe a bit more at the bottom. Oh, the sun's just gone in. It's gone really dark. But yeah, my TikToks usually only get like 700 views or something, which is more than my YouTube videos get. But I decided to have another go and made a video, a sort of flip through of my, what did I do? Oh, I did a sort of slideshow, some autumn pictures, which I put on my social media pages. It was really for that, and I just plonked it onto TikTok and it did really well. I thought, oh, that's nice. And we're thinking I'm going to put that here as well, this nutshell colour. I'm thinking maybe that is a bit of stem, woody stem or branch. There we go. Where should we go to now? I think we should do this central part, the leaves. Now, what greens have we been using? Oh, we've got quite a lot of greens that we've been using. Hold on, let's just move those pencils aside. So I'm just grabbing all the greens so I can just have a look and think, really. Oh, I'm just dropping them. Oh, excuse me. So we have got tropical rain, green meadow, jungle green and green grass. Okay. So I've got this big leaf down here. I don't want it to look too similar to that. And I know I used the green grass for that, so I think I'm going to avoid using that one just for now. I think the green meadow is quite a bluey green, but I think that'll be okay. I'm going to use the green meadow actually first and use it on this bit. Give it a sharpen. There we go. So here we go, green meadow. I'm just going to use it here, and I'm going to use it over all of it, and just fairly evenly. You could keep all your greens really similar if you wish, but I feel that I want to mix it up just a bit. I mean, I've only got the 4 colours, so I'm quite limited in what I can do, but mix it a bit. So yes, these videos did, I got, instead of the usual sort of 700 views, it got like 24,000 overnight. I was like, oh, this is good. I showed off to my boys, I got this. I went, oh mum, that's nothing, that's rubbish. Thanks. I was just comparing it to how I normally do, but I don't. My sister's like, oh, can you monetize? I was like, no. I'm going to use the jungle green now to do these little bits, and you'll see these bits here. I was like, you need like 10,000 subscribers on TikTok, and I've got like, I think I've got less than 1,000, I think. I'm not sure. I don't use it much, and you also have to have, I'm just doing a bit, I want it to be a little bit darker at the bottom here. You also have to have a certain amount of views in the last 30 days, like 100,000 or something. So I'm not at that point. That I'm always unsure as to whether doing TikTok is worth it or not. Do you know what I mean? Is my sister like, can you monetize? I was like, no, I'm just doing it to let people know about my YouTube, really. It's not for making money from there. Try and direct people over. I think I'll go back over with the what was it, green meadow. Just make it a little bit darker down here, and then maybe fade it up a bit. Yeah, it was a bit. It's rather nice, you know, when things sort of take off a little bit. My friend Michelle's like, oh, you're gonna get so big you have time to talk to me. I was like, lol. She's like, no, I'm serious. I was like, oh, I don't think so. That I'm gonna get, I mean, I do often not have time, to be fair. I don't have time, but that's more to do with family stuff going on than anything else. It's hard fitting it all in, to be honest. I'm going to find, oh, where is it? Over here, the yellowy colour. Remember the sunflower? I'm going to use that just on the top here, just to give it a sort of brightness. There we go. I got these swirly bits. I want to do those in our darker green, so I used the jungle green for those. And these I'm just going to block in. They're quite small. And I also don't want to do too much with them because I don't want to distract from the peacocks. You know, I want our eye to be drawn to them. They are I think, the main part of the picture. So they should be our focus, I feel. So I guess it's Wednesday. Gosh. Sometimes I feel like I should try and do all the planner in a day. I don't want to rush it. I'm going back to my nutshell to do this, but then I realise it's probably part of this, or it might be part of this. Do I want it in brown? Yeah, let's do it. I just feel like I need to sort of even out the colours a bit, not do everything green. Can you still see up here? Maybe not. It's just this bit here. It's nothing too fancy. Just blocking it in. There we go. Right, let's look at this one. I've grabbed my Tropical Rain and I'm going to do the sort of bottom half of this leaf here. Just really layering it up here, and then I'm going to put a few less layers towards the tip here. And then the same on the other side. Like that. And then, I think this inside one here, we've got a few different sections, we can use a few different greens. Like that, a bit more intense at the bottom. Then I'm going to use my green meadow. I'm going to do the top half of those leaves. I think I'll keep it a little more intense here and fade towards the tip a bit if I can. There's not a lot of space to do that really. I also think this looks a bit sparse, so I'm actually going to colour over this a bit. And I'm going to colour over this one, just the top bit. And then do this bit. There we go. And that last outline I'm going to use the jungle green for. Okay. Again, a little bit darker at the bottom. And then fade up to the top. Like that. There we go. I like that sort of a mix of different colours. I think it's a bit more interesting than that. I haven't used our grass green, so maybe we'll do these three. Yeah, maybe we'll start with the jungle and then finish with the grass green. It's a bit of jungle. My grass green has decided to roll across the desk. That's why I was laughing. It doesn't want to behave itself. Like that. And then the grass green, which I'm just going to sharpen. Grass green, just over the top. There we go. Now, what I'm trying to think of what to do with is this bit here, because it looks like it might be the end of the branch coming out, and then we've got these drippy things which look like water or something, but I think I'm just going to do it as wood just to break up, or else, because we've got green here, we're going to have green here just to break it up a bit. So here is our nutshell, and I'm just going to block in this bit. You might not, I'm going to go over these drippy bits and we're going to go over those actually in different colour after. I think it'll be easier to do it all in the brown in the nutshell first. I was having a little look at the pictures that are coming up. I think it's getting a little bit easier in the planner, and next year's is definitely easier. I think this year's has been quite a lot of detailed pictures, which aren't always that good for doing on a smaller scale. But next year I think it's a bit better. We have some from Small Victories in there too, which is rather nice. One of my favourite books, I think. Although I'm not buying any more books for a while. I've got Johanna's new one on order, and I've decided I'm not even going to buy Hannah's at the minute because I've been spoilt and bought so many lovely books. I'm going to do the same on this side. So I can't really justify it. Actually, I need some more pencils, so some replacements, you know, for my Prismas and Polly, so I'm going to buy those instead of getting new books. Hannah's book is looks lovely, a Christmas book, and it's available. I think it's available now actually on iMusic. It's not coming out onto Amazon until next September, and that'll be the UK version. But the I guess it's the Swedish version is on iMusic already. So when her Atlanta came out, I bought it right away off iMusic, but I haven't done very much in it because I've got so many of her books. So I just thought I really ought to just work in the ones I've got. Here's Redwood. This is what I'm going to work on some of these areas with. I've got a fair bit of Christmassy stuff to do. I'm getting, like Colouring Heaven for example, is sending me their Christmas special magazine. I don't know what to expect from that though. And what I'm going to do as well is just put a little bit of this on the tips and just blend it up. And I've got Nice Little Town Christmas, which I find a little bit detailed, but that's fine. I can still do some Christmas themes. I've got a Matchstick Mouse Christmas, the second copy. I don't know who sent me it. I already had one, but it's a lovely book, so I can do a few from there. And what else have I got? I've completed 2 copies of Johanna's Christmas. I haven't got any Johanna for Christmas, but we'll see. I'm sure plenty will appear, and I always find I leave Christmas a bit late, Christmas colouring, because I tend to get ahead in November, October time, because I know I'm going to have to do Christmas shopping and things, and I won't have so much time, and then and wrapping and visiting and blah. And then by the time I start doing them, I don't leave myself enough time. But anyway. There we go, there's that bit. Now, how are we doing for time? 22 minutes, okay, that's fine. We are going to do this bit in the middle. Now, we're sort of framing our peacock, so I think it needs to be quite grand and important looking. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the nutshell for the viney bit because we've been doing a few here, so I think it'll work. So let's do that. And then I need to sort of think about this sort of leafy bit. What I'm going to do is, you'll see, it's hard to explain. I'm just going to go across, so that bit, I could just do a little bit so it sort of fades in, and I'm going to do that bit in a green, but I'm not sure what yet. Just a tad. Just sort of so I can blend it into a brown. So I need a green that's going to work with the brown. I don't think the meadow green is too good for that. It's a little bit bluey. And maybe the grass green will be the best, I think, because it's the most browny. I don't know. We'll do the grass green. But yeah, I feel so lucky with how many books I've got and books that I've been sent. People have been so kind and generous. As I said, I need some more pencils now rather than books, because it's Prismacolors actually that and polychromos. I don't buy open stock of, I don't replace all of my pencils. Some of them as they disappear, I just don't replace them. some of them aren't available open stock, and some of them I just don't, because they're not my favourites. But I'm going to do a little bit darker green on top. I'm going to use the jungle actually, just to do this tip here, because I feel that I just want and sort of spread it in. Just want a little bit more interest on that end, and then maybe the end of that leafy bit just a tad, just to stop it being quite so plain. Okay, now these two, I think I'm going to continue with this jungle green and just do the bases of them like that. I'm very excited today. My favourite TV show starting tomorrow, Strictly Come Dancing. There's been a bit of controversy around the show over the last few months or so, grass green, and it'll be nice to just not hear any more about that and just enjoy the show. There's been some stuff about behind the scenes bullying and things, but as a viewer, you just want to enjoy the show. You just hope that everyone's going to be okay. Most people are, and that it's just all going to go smoothly and be fun. Now, I'm going to use my Tropical Rain to do these little teeny leaves on these. I'm not going to do anything too special, just block them in. They're very small. So we haven't really got the space to do anything more than just fill it in. I've got to think of a few ideas for those butterflies. I've decided how I'm going to do the body, so that's a good start. But I think we might do it in a last video rather than trying to squeeze everything into this one. I've got a cup of coffee waiting that's getting cold as well, so I want to go off and get that. Give you something to look forward to tomorrow, hopefully. Now, how are we doing time wise? Yeah, I think I'll make that do, because I think these leaves and then the butterflies will be a good final video. I've got to try and make those butterflies look as nice as the peacocks. How am I going to do that? We'll see. I could do that. Ideas are coming. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a super day, super Wednesday. Yes. And please join me tomorrow for the last instalment. But until then, happy colouring.